Hey, Pickles, what's going on, Bubba? I'm still getting set up. Moving a little slow today, a little tired. So bear with me. Let me get the door here. Oh.
Goodness, you're loud.
I'm trying not to.
I know. Tom's Food Factory said, I don't see any bears, just pickles.
Yeah,
well,
sorry.
The bear is coming.
Sorry, I'm running a little behind.
He's a little disoriented, so.
Yeah, the Cubs aren't here.
And
I've been running a little slow the last few days. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the immunotherapy starting to catch up with me.
So we'll see how this goes.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
I might make a decision at some point to say, Lee, you're done today.
Maybe.
It depends on how you go.
So let's go ahead and kick on the fire. Pickles is here, so I can start the fire. There we go. He likes to see a good flame. Ooh, how was that?
Lee.
It's all right.
You're going to give me a heart attack, you know.
So today we're going to use a Lodge 3-notch. It's got the heat ring. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got the heat ring. It's got 3 little notches. And what that was for was when you put them on the wood burning stoves, that heat ring would sit into like a number 10 eye, so the eye was 10 inches. And with the 3 notches would allow the heat to escape, so it didn't just build up, and it allowed it to escape. Then I got a little glass lid I picked up there before Christmas. Pretty awesome. It fits perfect. The little pour spouts allow a little bit of ventilation, so that's awesome. We're going to try not to spread grease everywhere today. So we'll get this heated up. What we're doing, let me get my good old apron on. What we're doing today is another version of Keto Biscuits and Gravy. Now, Mama didn't like the other version.
As you all know, they were not my favorite.
That's fine. It's this is all experimentation, so we are going to try another version. The completely different one. This one doesn't have any cheese in it. It's basically like I can't even tie this darn thing. It's basically like a
Steven and Jacqueline.
Steven, my brother, what's up? Basically like a biscuit recipe, except for he uses almond flour. I got it wrote down. Almond flour, coconut flour, and salt.
Kind of blurry, but
is it?
Yeah, Lee. There you can kind of see it.
Okay. So we're going to try this out. We'll see what happens. The gravy portion, I'm going to do. It says 6 ounces of sausage, but because I'm trying to go through the freezer a bit, I got chorizo. I bought a whole bunch of this stuff on clearance a while back and I froze it. So it's what I got. It's what I'm going to use, but use your breakfast sausage that you want. So yeah, we're set up. Got my trash bin. Got all my mise en place together, I think. And Mama, I think we're ready to get into this. Got the apron on, so it's going to be a good day. I woke up this morning. Sun's shining. Got to see my wife. It's a good day.
Aww.
Cheers. So that's two of my daily goals accomplished in like a 5-minute span. So that's awesome.
Tom said, why not just make normal biscuits and gravy and identify them as keto? That's what all the cool kids are doing. Well, because now we have even more reasons to keep the blood sugar down. So we have to do the real thing.
Yeah,
we got to try.
What I've been noticing is the last month and a half, my sugar level's been really high. So anything with white starch in it, like white flours, pizza, that kind of stuff, anything with white starches in it and sugars, obviously, raises my blood sugar. So I've got to really watch that because I'm already high as I'll get out. And then yesterday they started me on a steroid because of my aches and pains and whatnot. And they're postponing my next infusion, which is kind of disheartening, but yet it's understandable. It's all part of the process. Because of the aches and pains. So at some point I might have to sit down on my stool.
And the fatigue.
And I'm completely wore out. Like Sunday, I about fell asleep during church service, and I went up and took a 3-hour nap. Missed the whole first half of the ball games. Got up, watched the Panthers game, which wasn't much more impressive.
You probably should have slept through that one.
Yeah, I probably should have slept through that one, but I couldn't stay awake. So,
Sheena's back.
hey Sheena, I've been binge watching your videos. Good stuff. A lot of lives, but good stuff.
Bear's gonna be jacked like Schwarzenegger was.
Huh?
Pickle said Bear's gonna be jacked like Schwarzenegger was.
You know what? I could only hope. Without steroids? Well, I don't know. The steroids I'm on are not for that, but hey, I'm open for anything.
Well,
right
your
now.
body's doing all kinds of crazy things anyway. Maybe it'll just shift it or something. I don't know.
That could happen. Okay, so we're getting hot. Yep, it's hot. That's one way to test your pan when it's ready to cook is...
Do you have oven mitts? I'm helping Ann here. Do you
Yes,
have Ann's not in here.
I set one up over here.
Okay.
One way to test your pan is kind of put your hand in it, and if you can hold it in there for about 5 seconds, you're about 300 degrees. And if you touch the handle or the top of it right here, and that's hot, you're ready to cook. Your whole pan's heated up, nice and good. So we're going to dump a little bit of grease up in here. Paint it in like a happy little river right down through here. Put the happy tree in.
So Sheena asked how the onion soup came out. The onion soup was fabulous. It was the best onion soup he's made, and it was delicious. I think I've eaten at least half of it by myself.
Yes, that onion soup was pretty banging. Could have added a few more onions, but otherwise the flavor was spot on. And hey, Mama liked it, so I can't argue with that.
Even Pete's liked it.
Yeah, Pay doesn't like soups at all. She hates soup.
Pay thought it looked kind of weird,
but
she said, "Let me take." Well, she didn't say it was good. She said that's not bad, which for Peyton to like a soup means that was really good. Like the child doesn't eat chicken noodle soup or anything, so that's a bonus.
So this part, Sheena, may not be exactly keto because I'm using chorizo, but that's what I've got. It says to use like a breakfast sausage or an Italian sausage or something.
Sheena said, "Mama's happy. Everyone's happy."
That is true.
Yes, that's our motto here at the house.
Okay.
Pickle says, "How can you not like soup?" Okay, here's the deal.
What's up?
How can you not like soup?
Oh.
It's not just soup. So the oldest one doesn't like any cheese, potatoes, or casseroles.
Unless it's French fries
Or nachos.
Certain brand of hash browns.
Yep.
Tater tots.
But she's never going to eat like
cheese on pizza, cheese on nachos, like cheese on chili dogs. Like it has to be, you can't eat them by themselves.
Yeah, she's not a baked potato, mashed potato, any of that. So that's hers. Peyton doesn't like soup. She doesn't like condiments, including salad dressing. Not the biggest fan on casseroles, but she will eat some. It depends. The youngest one, Cub's not a huge... Oh, and Peyton also doesn't like grits nor oatmeal. Neither does Sydney. Sydney doesn't like popcorn. It's a whole list of things that we have in our house we really can't make when all of the children are together because one of them hates all of it.
Yes.
Bear is probably...
the pickiest.
She's probably the pickiest, but also probably the easiest. Like, she'll eat soup. She asks for casseroles.
Sydney was the same way, though. When she was that age, she wouldn't eat anything that...
No, Sydney didn't eat anything.
She only wanted cereal and Pop-Tarts. And pizza rolls. Not Hot Pockets, but pizza rolls.
Pickle said that would drive me crazy. You know, of all the things that they do very well, that was the least of our concern. You know, like you pick that battle, and seriously, if they don't want, like Peyton, if she doesn't want condiments, cool. If they don't want casseroles, all right. It works.
All right, so we're going to try our biscuit recipe here.
James Ramsdell.
What's up,
He
James?
said 2 Wednesdays in a row. What's up?
That's awesome, man. I've got your package, getting ready to use it. I've got a little series of it. As soon as I get some energy and some help, I'm going to actually video how to make a light tank and video an easy off restoration. And then I'm going to use that on there. So those are kind of in the works. So we'll see how that filming goes. I got to get some help with the helping with the camera and all that stuff, and energy, which has been freaking lost. Anyway, awesome. Look forward to that.
So Tom said that his kiddo is picky but likes lima beans. Okay, I'm the only one who likes lima beans, but the rest of the family, with all their food aversions, love beans. Ugh.
Okay, so we're going to start out with 150 grams of almond flour. And it's best, it's always going to taste better when you use your grandma's mixing bowl. I'm just going to say. Now you have 15 grams. Actually, I think I put 50. But maybe 15 grams of coconut flour. No, I didn't. I'm just checking it. Now it says half a teaspoon of salt. So I got my little salt thing here.
I agree, Tom. Beets. Blech. That's how I feel about them.
That's roughly half a teaspoon, I think.
Are you weighing this stuff? Pickle said. You know what? I bet he did weigh this stuff.
This time I did, because it's a new recipe and I wanted to kind of see where it was at. And a lot of times your volume changes because, like, this coconut or this almond flour has been, the seal when they opened it was tore, so it doesn't seal well, so air gets into it, so it makes it more dense. So it could throw it off a bit if I just measured by cups. Xanthan gum. I only need half a teaspoon, but that's going to be a thickening agent. And I went to buy xanthan gum, and it's $12.99 for a bag. And I said, yeah, it's going to last me forever, but at this point in time, I'm going to hold off on it. Now it says 2 teaspoons. Well, that's completely wrong. What's this? 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I don't have a teaspoon, but I got a half teaspoon.
So 4 of them.
So let's do 4 of these. 1, 2.
I am with you, James. Okay, I don't do beet powder, but I have a green drink, like it's a serving of vegetables, that if I've been eating really horribly, I start my day with the green drink. It smells like dirt, however, and I don't know if it makes me feel better, but it's a placebo effect, perhaps.
Which that's an interesting thing you just mentioned. I've been reading a book that was sent to me by a good friend of mine, a coworker, and he sent me a book called The Placebo Effect. And I started reading it, and then my eyesight went kind of crazy because my sugar was out of whack. Anyway, long story, but it is very interesting so far. Talking about people who were coming in for clinical trials, and half were given just like what do they call them? Not sugar pills, but a fake pill, like it does nothing.
Placebo.
And one set that was given the actual drug, and come to find out the people who had the non-drug pills did better than the ones who actually had the drug. So kind of interesting.
Well, it's like that. If you think that something will help you, it could help.
Yep.
It could just, you will yourself into believing it. You put it out there, and
you put it out in the universe, and good things are going to happen.
Yeah.
What's that? That reminded me of the what was it? The Secret. It was a book and a thing on Netflix where you put something out in the universe, and you get up every day and you kind of think about it on your vision board, and as you kind of I don't want to say pray about it because that's not what they were saying, but you kind of put it out there, and then all of a sudden, like-minded people will come into your life, and you will achieve your goals if you put in the work and the meditation. Okay, so I got some heavy whipping cream. It calls for 3 tablespoons. And this is a brand new one. This is a pint, so I'm going to actually use the other, what's left of this, in my gravy. So, 1, 2, 3, and a splash for a little extra.
Okay.
Why? Because, it's like that pinch to grow an inch kind of thing for me.
It so doesn't work in baking. But
no. And then it calls for 4 tablespoons of melted butter, which was melted and now has started to harden back up.
Because it's cold out here today.
Yeah, it's like in the 30s out here.
Like, I know the rest of you, or a lot of you, live in much colder climates, but it is cold, and
as you can see, it hardened back up.
FYI, Rock Hill could shut down this weekend. Let's just be clear. The weather has said that we're getting a snowstorm, snow and ice, 3 to 5 inches. If you live here, you would know that if that occurred on a weekend or a school day, and the weather report came out by 8 o'clock the night before the said snowstorm, all the schools would have delayed or canceled.
Now,
we'll see.
2 cackleberries or rooster bullets, however you want to call them.
Rooster bullets.
Yep. Wipe the egg off your fingers with your golf towel. And now we whisk as soon as I find my whisk. I had it.
Oh, Lee.
I did it again, didn't I? Gosh dang it.
Can you use something else?
Yes.
I know it's not a whisk.
No, it's fine. Because normally I don't use a whisk.
I'm trying to keep you on task.
I actually found it and I was going to use it, so we're just going to use this.
Oh, that's what your kids got you for Christmas.
Yeah. So between a kid's Christmas gift and Grandma's mixing bowl, how could I go wrong?
Biscuits made with love.
It does. See, that's what it's all about.
It also helps if they taste good.
Well, that's the end part. So, pickles, I didn't do the icky shuffle because Mama really did not like the biscuits. The gravy broke. I'm 100% confident on that. The more I was kind of reading the recipe and stuff, I was like, it broke. I think I should have stopped it about 10 minutes earlier. Because you're not trying to reduce it down to where it's really thick. That recipe wasn't. You weren't supposed to reduce it down to where it was really thick. You were just supposed to get everything melted together to where it was still soupy. And that seems to be where I
messed up.
Yeah, we call it messed up.
Messed up is good. It's okay to mess up.
Yep. So here we have somewhat of a dough. Looks like I'm all well incorporated. The eggs are in. There's no really loose granules of flour. Looks good. It's a good sticky biscuit. So the oven is heated up, or should be heated up by now. I started it when I walked out here. So let us. Now my chorizo's probably done. So what I'm gonna do? Ooh, that's hot. What I'm going to do is just kind of stir it up, kind of break it up a little bit more. I don't want to ignore it because I don't want it to burn. But I got to pull half of this out because the recipe only calls for 6 ounces.
I would use your measuring cup.
I can guesstimate this because, look.
I just meant to scoop it out.
Oh.
As a big spoon.
Yeah.
That's what I would use.
So, yeah, okay. All right, so let's get back to the biscuits, and then I'll address this here. So let's move the biscuit away. So what I have now is my biscuit pan. I love this pan, and I don't use it as often as I should, and that's my own fault because I'm stubborn.
Pickles, he's not scooping it out with his hand.
No
You
way.
saw him burn himself over the weekend.
Well, that's what Pickles likes. He likes to see the pan.
I'm sure he does. Then you can go live with Pickles.
We're going to try to get, so I had a little bit of stickage. So we're going to soak these up real good. I don't know how many I'm going to get. I'm going
It doesn't look like a lot. I would do 3 and go with that.
I'm going to grease up 6.
Okay.
Because really bacon grease and then cast iron is not a bad thing. Get the sides up real good. Especially when it's biscuits. My man Mike, my friend Mike, Mr. Cast Iron, we was talking one day and he said, man, substitute that butter for bacon grease. And I was like, are you serious? And I tried it and holy moly, did it do wonders.
Okay, y'all. So, as I just told you, we might be getting a snowstorm or snow and ice storm. Their school just sent me information about inclement weather. That's how serious it is here. Like where to find school closings and what to do if the kids can't make it to school. I just received it right now.
So we're
kind of ironic.
We're supposed to have family coming in this weekend to help me with fixing the car. And I don't know if it's snowing. They may not come in. I mean, they are Northerners from Ohio, same area.
Yeah, but neither one of them like the snow.
But neither one likes the snow, and
I hope they still come.
Yeah, even if we don't work on the car, we can still like hang out and.
Stephen and Jacqueline said, Lee, check out Thomas Garvey Keto Cooking for Diabetes.
Ooh! Write that name down.
Let me do it right now.
Or screenshot.
I shall be your secretary.
You're my secretary and everything else.
I know.
Okay, so now let me get a little spoon here. And my...
Screenshot.
Let's see what happens here.
And I sent it to you. So how's everybody's week been? Well, beginning of the week. I think for me, it's back to a wacky Wednesday status. Today's been kind of crazy, but how's everybody else's week?
Drop this style.
Any other plans on your schedule today, Lee?
You know, I might be in for a nap. Which
I
is kind of a
figured
good
you would
thing.
nap after this. I need to get some stuff done anyway, so
Yep.
that would be beneficial.
I might try to run to the store to try to find some lye, so I can a good clean bucket for this video series on
Behind the Garage Barbecue.
What's up, Craig?
I might tell you, you might have to wait for that video series.
Well,
I mean, I hear your words.
Yeah.
But on this side of it, I also see things that aren't your words. So you might give it a week to feel a little better. And
well, the good thing is
talk.
this light tank, once you mix the light tank, you leave it sit for as long as you want. The lye doesn't do anything to the cast iron. It just eats the organics.
I hear that. But I also know you, and you won't be happy until you get your job done.
Well, no, this has got to sit for a while, so it's actually a good thing to do. Now, the easy off version, you spray it, put it in a trash bag, and let it sit for, I don't know, every couple hours or whatever, and you clean it, respray it, clean it, respray it.
Hold up. I need this recipe, sir. Pickle said he made pork and beef, spinach, cheese, stuffed manicotti.
Oh, okay.
I'd be all over that.
We put these in the.
Just saying.
We put these in the oven. Here we go. I did get 6. So if you put those in the oven for me, my love. Yes, I claimed that out on YouTube. Everybody knows it.
Aww.
Okay, so now let's address this. So let me move my tablespoon thing over here to the trash bin, or the dirty bin. Get some paper towels ready. Now when you use cheap paper towels, you gotta kind of double, triple them up.
Hey sir, how long did this cook?
The biscuits, 10 to 12 minutes, or until golden brown.
Okay.
So, gotcha. Okay, so now the cheap paper towels, you got to kind of double them up there. So I'm going to pull half of this out because it says 6 ounces and this was a pound. So, it's going to be a little bit heavier, which I don't mind.
I hope these taste good. I'm getting hungry.
So am I.
Ooh, shrimp creole and rice last night. Oh my goodness. Pickles.
Okay, so that looks about half. Okay. So now it says, add my 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream.
Do you have a lot of grease in there? I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
No. What happened last time was it broke. And that was my problem, was my gravy broke.
Well, that's fine. I was just asking.
And that's the part of real life cooking, because if it was a video, I could have deleted it and started over.
VA chick offering cooking said, hey, she's busy. She can't stay on, but she wanted to say hello. Well, hello, ma'am.
Hello, Carrie. Oh, Carrie, real quick. I did get the Freestyle Libre, and I'm 2 days into it, and I'm loving it.
For anyone else who doesn't know what it is, I'll fill you in real quick while he's pouring this in. It basically is a sugar monitor for glucose that he can wear on his arm. And he doesn't have to prick his fingers. We just scan the little machine against his arm or scan his phone against his arm, and it tells us his blood sugar numbers, which is good because when you feel bad, you don't want to be pricking yourself. But also, if he's feeling bad, it's easier for me to help manage his numbers because I just have to scan it. So that's what they're talking about.
Yes. And so when I talked to my doctor about it, she was like, you might not be able to get it because they only approve type 1 diabetics for it, and being type 2, I might not get it. And I said, well, if you throw in the whole gamut of what the hell's going on, they may approve it. And she got a call from the pharmacy saying all my other prescriptions were ready. Come and get it. And when she came home, there was a huge box, a bag. And I was like, what in the world? And it was in there, and I was kind of excited. Like, really.
So, Carrie, as far as cost, I don't really know. Lee's insurance, with all things said, this insurance is really good. So his insurance pays so much for the first so many dollars. So we don't know what that cost is really going to be yet. But if it's easier for him, if it's easier for me, if it makes him feel better, it's kind of all worth it, right?
Because it's kind of one of those that after a while your fingers get so sore, and then say you go to hit the same, like I go through all my fingers, and then if I come back to one that I hit like 3 or 4 days ago, and I hit the same spot, it hurts, and I have trouble getting blood out of it. So then I got to prick myself again, and it's just pain in the ass. But,
again, we're not so great at conversation that goes with cooking.
What do you mean?
Like, we talked about other things Sunday.
That's the joy of our life is it's more about the hangout than it is the actual recipe. If I was going to do just a recipe on this, I would do a video.
Truth.
But this is all about hanging out, keeping everybody updated on what's going on in my life, because it's a fucking wreck. It's a wreck. It's a wreck.
Charlie said, you have siren active dogs. We do. We have siren active dogs. We have, oh, there's a fly in the house. Mom, are you safe? There's
The birds in the backyard.
There's a bird. Oh, I think somebody might have pulled up like 12 houses down from us. You should really go check that out.
Yeah, the neighbors across the street that just moved in, they're in and out. Well, the dogs can hear that because of the way their house is. It's like right across the street's their garage. So they can hear that, and then they get all, hey, somebody's here, but they're not here. They're across the street.
Yeah. We can tap on the table and just make a tapping sound, and they go off. It's ridiculous. They're crazy, but we love them.
So this thing said to add salt, black pepper, white pepper, and xanthan gum. Little bits of it. But because I got chorizo, it's already got the spices in it, and it's going to be salty. I might just add black pepper and be done with it.
Because the other one was really salty.
Yeah.
And there's never enough black pepper for your wife.
Yeah. So Vader, trying to pull out some black pepper out of him. Got about, I don't know, a little bit, not enough. But as you can see, the cream's starting to boil and reduce. I just got to watch it so I don't break it. Because I got to tell you, that was kind of like a shot in the gut. I really didn't like that. It really kind of upset me when it broke. So this time I'm not going to take it as far. And this is what Sheena was talking about just reducing the heavy cream. Mommy, you gotta get off your phone, baby.
No, I really can't. Your daughter is texting me, telling me she doesn't feel well and she's sick. I'm trying to get the information.
Well, she knows what's going on. Pickles is going to give her help because this is our time.
Oh, no, she needs picked up.
This is our time.
So, I'm going to spin this around for you. She needs picked up.
So one of her classmates had tested positive. So
she's going into her room when she comes home. So
yeah.
Yay!
I don't need that.
Okay, I'm spinning you around, babe.
Yeah, you're going to have to scoot it all the way up here to the corner.
Okay, I'm trying.
This is the joy of going live. You never know what's going to happen.
All right, there you go.
Yep, that's going to have to work.
All right, I will be back. Y'all have a great day. Lee, watch your biscuits.
Yeah, we're close.
Y'all keep Lee entertained. Keep him on track.
Yep.
He has 2 minutes until his biscuits are done.
Yep, that's about what I was figuring. So, all right. Well, now let's see where we at. Take care, Carrie. Yep, have a good one, Carrie. My TikTok lady. See, now we're getting some thickening. I'm probably going to cut the heat off before it breaks because I'm going to tell you, man, that really upset me when my gravy broke. And I mean, I still ate it. More like a pizza, but it was rather upsetting. The downside is my taste tester's not here to give me the honest opinion. Because I'm kind of biased. I like, hey, I made it. I'm going to give it the best shot that I can. That's 120 seconds before your biscuits are ready. Yeah, I got 1 more minute. I got my clock right over here, and I'm watching it. Now, the trick is going to be getting around all the cords to the door without knocking everything over. Okay, so this is where I'm at now. This is what I'm going to do. Because I'm afraid to break it, because that happened. See, we got some good bubbling action. We got some pullback, but not a lot. And this time, I'm gonna have to get my biscuits. I'm gonna cut this heat off. Cut the heat off. Well, cut the gas off, I always cut the tank off so it burns all the gas that's in the lines up. And I guess I better turn it the other way. So it burns all the gas out of the lines, so there's nothing trapped. And then it'll cut the gas off. And this cast iron will still hold heat, so this will continue to reduce a bit and thicken. Now the xanthan gum would have thickened this up a lot faster, and maybe I'll buy it one day when I find it a little bit cheaper. But it was $12.99, and I was like, for a bag, like that, and I was like, not a big deal. So I'm gonna cut this. I got the heat cut off, so we're all burned out. My flame's out. Let's cut that off so when I start up, it doesn't start over again. Let's see where we have comments. I think you good on the gravy. Thank you, brother. Here's hoping Dutchie can figure out the biscuits and gravy. Doing the keto version's a little bit different than, the basics are the same. But I would keep going to get this a little thicker. But I think, judging when to cut the heat off because it's just a heavy cream is kind of like the key. Because if I'd kept going to where I got really thick, then it would have broke on me like it did last time, and then I'd be mad. Because that happens. Let me go get the biscuits. Oh. Steven, entertain them with a dance. Okay, they need just a few more minutes. They're not quite golden brown yet. So let's set the clock for another 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes. Now look at that. Now we're thickening. Look at that. Boy, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty. That's going to be good eating right there. And no, I did not taste it for seasoning. Oh, daggone. That's really good. Got a little spice to it because of the pepper and the chorizo. Now, I like that. That's some good eating. The trick's going to be is the biscuits stay in. Okay, perfecto. Yeah, buddy. I like it when a plan comes together. Doesn't happen often, but so I did meet my new neighbors that just moved in about a month ago. We were outside talking yesterday. Nice couple. He's a retired Air Force, and she's kind of a stay-at-home mom. So kind of cool. Their youngest is like 16, so goes to a different school across town that my kids don't go to. So, but anyway, it was nice meeting them. Yeah. Well, I'm getting kind of wore out. What's the fun fact or tip for cast iron trick of the day? All right, buddy. So I was thinking about this. Last week we talked about chainmail. This week, let's talk about the. There's many types of ways to strip your old seasoning, and making a new pan smooth. So the lye tank, I've never made one, and so I'm kind of curious about doing one. I've got a few pieces that I picked up at thrift stores going back to October to last week. Just a few pieces. I'm going to try one in a bucket. Seen it done. I think I can do it pretty easily. And then you got to get the rust off, which if they're rusty pans, the lye will only take off the organic material, like your old seasoning, any built-on gunk. Then you do the vinegar bath, vinegar and water solution. I did a video on that. And that's how you get the rust off. Soak it for about 30 minutes, pull it out, wash it really good. If it doesn't come off, put it back in the soap. And it sometimes it takes all day, but so that's a good fact. Now to get the new pans, like you go buy a brand new Lodge, everybody on the Facebook sites complains about how rough it is, that it's not like a Griswold or a Wagner. Well, no, because they're 100 freaking years old. And this new pan is probably about 3 months old. So yeah, you're going to have a little bit of roughage. But the best way to get that off of there is cook in it. Cook in it, and then when you wash it, you get all the stuff out of it, and then you go over to the hot water. You got to have hot water. You put that in there, take a green scratch pad, and lightly. I mean, I'm talking like just barely putting pressure on it and just rub it around. Just rub it around. Real light pressure. You don't want to be like, grinding in there. Real light. And almost like when you're changing a baby, you don't want to run that towel right, deep into their skin or whatever, right? You just want to go real light and gentle. Same concept. And I'm telling you, within about 6 months of heavy use, everyday use, maybe twice a day, even moderate use, like twice a week, you will notice a huge difference in the slickness of the pan. Now, with the Asian pans, that's different because they have a different, from what I've researched, they have a different composition for the cast. Still good cast. Now, there are some that are really poor and will never clean up good. But there are some that are very good and will clean up nice. But that's a whole nother subject. But you get something like something cheap out of, whatever, and made in China, and it's really cheap and it's really, really rough, like 80 grit sandpaper. That's going to take a lot of work. I don't recommend putting the sander on it. I have used sandpaper on some of my hard bits to get off. But like I said, I'm putting it on there and just lightly grind. Like this thing's barely just touching it and wiping it around. I'm not trying to grind it down with the sander or anything like that. It's in my hand, and I'm just lightly going over top of it. And that will help, get rid of some of the nasty grit that's on the side here. Gravy, the ultimate cast iron pan cleaner. Yeah. Never tried a lye bath. Me neither. James, 1 pound of powdered lye for every 5 gallons of water dilute. Vinegar and water. Yep, that's exactly what I've been reading and researching, and I think I'm going to try it. There's a couple pieces I got that, let me go check my biscuits. I'll be right back. Because it's way past time. Hold on, Bubba. Hold on. Over the cords, out of the top. Here we go. Here's the biscuits. And look, I told you Grandpa brought me heating pads, hot pads. I got them. Let me, the dogs want to come out. Come on out. Yeah, James. So that's what I've been reading, and that's what I want to try. Let me show you a couple pieces that I got that I really, really I want to try, and I want to do this on. Watch out, Bubba. We'll set this right here. Okay, so first off, I got these back in October, and I thought they were really cool because I've never had them, and I got them for $3.99 each. They're little fajita skillets. Now, I cleaned this one up because it wasn't in bad shape, gave it a couple seasonings, and I've used it. It's made in China. It's kind of smooth. It's got a little rough texture, but over time we'll get that cleaned up and done. There's two of them. This one I hadn't used yet. The seasoning on it's not bad, but it had a little rough spot there, which I could buff out real quick and do that. But I said, since I want to do the slide bath, that would be two candidates to put in there. They're made in China. Nothing fancy. Just two pieces I didn't have that, hey, would be something cool to play around with. This is one piece I got the other day. It is a Taiwan, little 8-inch chef skillet. You see how shallow it is. Tells you it's kind of an Asian or a Taiwan pan. And it's got, I don't know if you can see the mill marks in it. That was what really drew me, was the mill marks, and then it's got a little dimple here in the center. So that was what really drew me to it, and it's a Taiwan piece, which I don't have any Taiwan. It looked good. Doesn't sound cracked or anything. So that's going to be a candidate for the live bath. Unless I do the easy off method, I'm not sure yet. And then this piece really floored me because I've been looking at one of these for the Lodge Sportsman's Grill. It is a Lodge Griddle. Now, the one I was looking at was the bigger one with the drip tray in the front. And then you flip it over and it's got the grill fan. I got this for $7.50. What I did notice, though, it's got a little bow in it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got a little bow in it, but it sits fine on the Lodge, on the Sportsman's Grill. So the idea is going to be drop this in the bucket, let this soak for a while, and this will be my main pride and joy here for the Sportsman's Grill. So that's a pretty cool little find. I was pretty excited. So those are a couple pieces that I'm looking at working on. Ooh, that gravy. Look at that gravy. See how it thickened up? Nice. And then I've got a couple other little pieces that I got, a small little 3-inch egg skillet with the heat ring on it that has no markings at all. So I don't know. It's just an Asian piece that we'll probably do up and give to Cub, and she doesn't know it yet. But this looks really good. Okay, so there's the biscuits. Let's see comments. Cool. Biscuits look good. Nice fajita sizzle pans. Thank you, bud. Need to get some more small pans. Yeah, I like the small pans. I've been using my Star Wars skillets to make eggs. Pretty cool little deal, You have some Darth Vader eggs in the morning. Yeah, I'm looking at getting those fajita skillets. I've been using the one, and it's a nice little pan for, you throw in some eggs and do an omelet, or something like that. I did a couple burgers on it, so I did actually a whole one-pan breakfast. So I had 2 eggs and some sausage patties going. Nice little pan. So let's go ahead and get this plated up. Let's use our white plate. Bad boy's still hot. Oh, but I have my hot pad. See, my Aunt Ann's not in yet, but she would be happy because she gave me all kinds of static about not having a hot pad. So there we go. Let's do a little coffee break. Okay, so let's get a fresh utensil out here. Oh, can you see that? You guys can't see that. Can you see this one? Yeah. Look at that. Pulled right out, no sticking. Now, we can leave it like this But I always like to cut my biscuits in half. Do that. Bubba, they're still hot. You sure you want one? You sure you want one? So Rex is right here beside me. You guys can't probably see that. Let's pull him out one on. They're still hot, Bubba. Both the puppies are right here beside me. Here. Think about it. Oh, he didn't care. He ate it. Let's give it a try. Okay. So texture-wise, it's gritty like cornbread. But otherwise, I do like it. I do like it. Where did my big spoon go? Let's get another one. Let's get another spoon here. I know the gravy's kind of orange. A little bit off-putting, but that's because of the chorizo. So it's not like a traditional white gravy. But this is all about experimentation, you know. If you're not experimenting, you're not growing. Okay. Set that back down here. You want some more? There you go. There you go. Let me up. Excuse me. Sinuses are all out of whack today. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit. Oh, I made a mess. Trying to get that thumbnail to look right, you know what I'm saying? Okay, whoops. There we go. Set that in my trash bin. All right. Now let's go with a little bit of, oh yeah, hot doggy. Looks like a volcano. Oh. Vinegar and baking soda. Ooh. So we're going to use a little bit of parsley flakes. My wife says, you and your parsley. I'm like, well, it adds a little bit of color, you know, to break up some of the white on the plate. So, doesn't really do much for flavor that I notice because it's the dried parsley. But it's a good garnish that I learned from, a little garnishing trick that I learned from Corey. Okay. Now, because I haven't used it in a while, my Ohio State pepper mill, a little more black pepper on top. Let's do a little splash of smoked salt. Just a little bit. Dang, Bubba, you really want some more? Dude, I'm telling you what, they really like these biscuits. I'm going to go ahead and give them the rest of it. Can you see Rex right here? Come here, Bubba. Come here. Over here. Oh, you guys can't see him. You can turn this a little bit this way. Can you all see him right here? No. Let's turn it this way. Can you see him? There's one. Oh! Blew it up. Okay, well, they're down here. They're down there munching. They like them. So the biscuits are a winner. Biscuits are a winner for the pups. Yeah, go ahead, tear it up. Got it over here. They're going to eat up all the crumbs, which is good. Can you see them right here? Yeah, buddy. You like that? That's good, isn't it? All right, well, that's our biscuits and gravy. Yeah, bud. You like that, huh? Look, there's more. They're going to clean up a little bit more. I'm actually going to try this. I'm going to use this as my thumbnail. So let me set this back here so I don't get into it because it does look good, and then Mom will get that one. So let me get another little plate. You're all right, kid. Let's do another little plate here. Let's give the dogs. All right. They're eating good, let me tell you what. So now on this plate, I'm going to do the same thing. Can y'all see this one come out? Yeah, buddy. Clean. That's what I like. Set this one over here. Kind of fell apart. Like I said, this is like the texture of cornbread. Kind of brittle-ish. Kind of grainy. But that's all right. This is going to be mine to eat because I am starving. I got up this morning, had my couple cups of coffee, and I didn't even have my coffee yet. I started getting prepped up because I lazy bones, didn't want to get out of bed. Walked over to do my sugar, and all I did was do that scan with that Libre. So nice. So nice. If y'all need it, it's great. So far, I'm loving it. No issue in the shower or anything like that. So, pretty cool little deal. I would show you, but I have to take my sweatshirt off and whatever. So, all right, let's go back over with a little bit of my parsley. Let's do a little bit of our black pepper. I need to smoke some more salt, paprika, etc. Absolutely, man. I tell you what, I made a video a while back, and I still get some hits on it. Some people talking about it, and it's a simple process. You just got to be like willing to do it, and it does add a little dimension of flavor. Just a little bit of, like a finishing dust. So, I mean, it's some good stuff. All right, so let's take a taste here. Bubba, I can't give you no more of this. I mean, I could. Okay. So the gravy, you get the chorizo coming through, and kind of creamy, nice and creamy. Yeah, that's good gravy. It would be better with a sausage, so it's not as salty, like a regular sausage. Yeah, that would be really good with sausage. That's a winner. I'll keep that. The biscuits are a little grainy for my liking. Kind of like it grainy, like a cornbread is what it comes back to. But for somebody who's trying to be, keto, I think you can learn to like that one. I like this biscuit way better than the other one we did last week. So that's a winner. That's a winner. What do you think? Well, you liked the biscuit, didn't you, Bubba? Yeah, Bubba here. Look, Bubba, you're getting YouTube famous right there. Yep. Okay, well, that's all we got today. So, let's see. We got any more comments? See you, Craig. Later, Craig. I'm kind of missing the comments. Mama's not here. So, looks awesome. It tastes pretty good. Bubba's getting excited. He thinks he's going to get another biscuit. So, oh, yeah. So Mama doesn't get mad. I got to put my rings back on. Last week I left them sitting there for about 3 days, and she was kind of hot. So that's all we got this week. What do you think, Bubba? Tell everybody bye. Okay. So that's all we got this week. Remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week. Stay safe, and hey, keep rocking on. We'll see you all later on the next one.